Do you think that desire is the root cause of all evil and pain in this world? Let's try to understand what desire means first. Desire is a longing. All humans have a longing for expansion. We want to expand to a limitless amount, and this expansion is about inclusivity. We want to include everything as part of us. If you look at everything that we do, we want to acquire possessions, physical possessions like a house or a car, or we want to have partners in our lives, we want to have friends in our lives. All these aspects talk about this need for expansion in humans. So there is always a desire. So desire is something that cannot be curbed, because if you curb something, it is going to come out with a vengeance. It is not going to feel good, and you're going to do more of those things that you don't want to do. So if you look at this, desire is needed in this world. Without desire, we wouldn't have been able to achieve anything in this world. We humans would have not achieved the comforts that we have in our lives today. We would not have achieved the technological innovations that we have done today. If you look at this from the astrology point of view, Rahu causes desire in us. Rahu is a planet of illusion, and the desire that comes from Rahu, although it's called a planet of illusion, this desire is needed because if we don't have this kind of a desire, we won't be able to achieve anything in this world. Now, if you look at this from the point of suffering and from the point of evil, desire is not the root cause of that. What causes suffering, what causes evil in this world is the attachment to desires. Let's take an example. You buy yourself a BMW. You really like driving fast cars and you want to buy yourself a BMW. Now, when you buy that car, you fulfilled a desire. But then now if you try to get attached to that desire, you get attached to that car, you may not be driving around that much because you don't want it to get scratched, or you don't want to hand it over to your friends because you think that they are not going to drive it well. You are taking really good care of the car. You've put cameras all around your house just to make sure no one touches your car. Now what's happening here is that you are attaching to this possession that you have in your life. So this desire and this attachment is what's causing you suffering. When we let go of all the attachments, for example, in this particular case, if you have a car today, it's great. If you don't have a car tomorrow, it's great. And if you are able to get to that stage in your life, then all suffering fades. So that's what's the difference between desire and the attachment to those desires. What we need to strive for in this world is that we don't always stick to the physical desires that we have. Built on capitalism and this economy, a lot of us have gotten into the habit of attaching ourselves to physical possessions, car, money, houses, electronic gadgets, and all these different things. These are not going to give you an eternal happiness. It makes you feel good in the moment, but it's not going to make you feel good in the long term. So we should stop attaching and desiring things in the physical world. It's okay once in a while if you have the money you like to splurge, it's okay. But I would suggest that if you want to tap into your desires, because ultimately it's the longing to expand and to include everything in your experience, then you should desire non-physical things. For example, self-growth. That's a desire. You want to become a better person. Things like working on yourself and experiences in life. For example, traveling. Traveling is a desire, because you want to go experience different things, you want to go experience different cultures, talk to different people. That's a desire, but that desire is something that's not going to make you attached to that desire. Yes, you could get obsessed with traveling and all those different aspects come in, but ultimately it's about an experience that is not going to fade away from your memory. It's not a physical possession, it is something which is non-physical. And that's why these kinds of desires are more sustainable than the desires we generally have in this modern world. So at last I would say that desire is not the root cause of all evil and all suffering. It is the attachment to these desires. Be in this state where you can have a thing today, have a physical possession today, and tomorrow if you don't have it, you're still happy, because happiness is within. So all these desires, all these possessions, they don't have any control over you. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments what you think of desire, and do you think attachment to the desire is the root cause of your suffering? You can find the full video on my YouTube channel, so subscribe to Urban Yogi on youtube.com. Thank you.